Hi guys, welcome back to Let's Talk, and this week, she says with a really high-pitched voice, a lot of these issues have been extremely intense, and this is no different, but it's something I want to talk about. This week it is internet trolls, and I think that it's something that needs to be spoken about, and I think it's something that a lot of people have issue with, and I'm hoping that this short little video will give you an insight into how to deal with it and how to cope with it. So I've been using the internet since I was 15, so 1996. I know guys, some of you were born then, I get it, I'm old. In that day and age, back when the internet was first invented, it was dial-up. It used to take an age for things to happen, but we did still have the functionality to chat to each other, and we used Yahoo Chat and ICQ. If anybody remembers ASL, please comment down below, because it means that you're of similar age maybe as me. So we used to use chat rooms, and even then, right at the beginning of the internet, which basically is the beginning of the world, there were trolls. There were people who were setting out to make a negative space on the internet because they felt like they could, and they felt like it was fun. I think for some people it might be. So if you don't know what an internet troll is, they are somebody who sets out to create a negative space on the internet by commenting something mean or nasty, or responding to something in a way that is, you know, bullying, basically. It's a cyberbully. In a way, I mean, sometimes cyberbullying, which is another topic we'll talk about, could be people you know, but this is more of somebody who doesn't know you has set out to say something. It could be one word, or it could be threatening behaviour, and they're doing it to get a rise out of the person that has put some information out about them. And I mean, really, part of me wonders what sort of person has it in them to create such a malicious and nasty presence for themselves on the internet. I don't understand it. I don't know why anybody would want to feel that darkness inside them. Personally, that's just something I don't understand. But there are people out there who truly believe that when they say something on the internet, it's a bit of fun. And that can be down to saying, I hope you die. They do not see it as threatening behaviour. They just think it's funny, and that the internet is not to be taken seriously. But there are people out there, many people out there, who find it very disturbing, and it can really affect them. I have to say I've been really lucky, because during my time on the internet, I've probably had one or two people maybe say negative things to me, and something either very personal or just a one word. And I say I'm lucky, but what I mean is it's only happened a handful of times, well, one or two times, let's be honest. And I've not reacted. And because I've not reacted, it means that they've just gone away. There's a saying that we ought not to feed the trolls. And I think that we have to, and from personal experience, it does work. So we have the functionality on the internet to report people, to block people, and just to basically ignore things that we read. I understand that in some cases it can be relentless, and it can be really quite damaging and disgusting things that are being said. I know a couple of people, they were beauty queens, and somebody set out to tweet them constantly, and really terrible things. Things like, I want to rape you, or you ought to get raped. You're the most disgusting human being. Who do you think you are, being a beauty queen? And it was disgusting. And I believe it was reported to the police. I don't know what came of it, but it was just continuous, constant, all the time. I've never had that. And I hope I never will, and I hope that nobody else ever will. But it was so disgusting. But part of me, well, I don't know whether there was the functionality back then, and maybe it sort of helped to bring this forward, but Twitter and Instagram and all these social networks do have the ability for you to block and report people, which I think is a key tool for us on the internet. You know, we share what we want to on the internet. That's that's why it's so great, is you can share things on the internet. You can share it with billions of people. It goes out there and it's incredible, but you do choose what goes out there. You know, we've got we're so lucky to have the option of choosing what goes out into the World Wide Web. And I think that we have to be selective about that to a certain extent. You know, if you're like me, somebody who has all her life walked around with rose-tinted glasses and lived in a world of her own. I'm talking about myself in a weird sort of third-person kind of way, but you know, I often don't see negativity. That sounds really weird, but I don't. I walk around very positively, so I don't. I think I try not to. I think negativity breeds negativity. So I've always thought very positively about things, and I still try to do that. And even though when you're watching my videos, maybe, especially the Let's Talk series, it might not come across that way, but honestly, it's always in a positive light. But I do think that we should make good choices about what we put on the internet, and it could be good choices in the sense that it might be a negative subject like internet trolls, but we're, you know, I think, how can I say this, we control everything, and I love that we have that control, but we also control what we see. So, you know, if there is some malicious, nasty behaviour coming from an individual, there are a few things. One, I've already said, block, report, ignore. Those three things will get you through it. If it's constant and they make a new username and they keep doing it, I would just log everything. Don't take it personally. This person at the end of, you know, the keyboard or the iPad or whatever, this person is targeting you because they can see it's affecting you. So the worst thing you can do is react. The second thing that you can do to make it more positive for yourself is to make sure that you don't listen to them. They don't know you. They don't know you. So try and surround yourself with people that do. If you're having a really tough time of it, then call your friends. Make sure people know about what's going on and log everything, so that if it does come to, if it becomes threatening, then make sure everything is logged. It is the internet. It's very virtual. You know, you guys can't touch me. I can put my hands up here and you're not touching me. You don't know my phone number per se. And even if you did, it wouldn't really matter. You don't really know my address. You don't really know my parents' address. And I'm sure there's ways of finding that out. But if somebody was going to be threatening physically, they would do it. They would do it without being very obvious, I think, on the internet. I think they would. I hate to scare you, but, you know, part of me is like, if they were going to be threatening in real life, they would be, but they're just behind a screen. So the worst thing is to feed the trolls, definitely. I think there are, I think you just have to be safe in the knowledge that you know yourself better than anybody. And if people make comment, you just have to remember that it's not personal. They might hit a nerve. And I guess that might be your own insecurities, but just try not to let that happen. It's difficult for me to say. I've never been in that situation where I've allowed somebody to affect me in that way, because I believe that I know myself. And I believe that I surround myself with people that I love and that love me and in real life, and that they're the most important things in my life. And the internet is just that. It's just, you know, a virtual internet. So I don't know, it's really difficult really to be able to give too much advice, but they're the things that I would definitely say are the ways to keep people off your back. But if it is happening, I'd like to hear from you guys if it has happened to you, if you've had it so relentlessly and what you did. I think other people would like to know if you've overcome the trolls, or if you've reacted, or if you've met them. That would be interesting. But, you know, it doesn't have to be like that. The internet can be a safe place, and luckily there are functionalities on all social networks that will make it more safe for you. So please use them. Don't let them get to you. Thank you so much for watching. This is a difficult video actually to film when I think about it, how awful those people are. I don't get how somebody can be like that. But I would really like to hear your experiences. As usual, I take on everybody's opinion, and if you're a troll and you enjoy it, leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. I want to know why. So thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, share, all of those good things. And I will see you next week for another Let's Talk. Bye, guys.